Do we really have to stand next to a homeless woman from New York? Have you ever stood in a room, completely exposed, while the people who should love you most utterly shatter you? Tonight, they would regret every single word. This is the story of how I brought my father's meticulously crafted world crashing down around him, not with anger, but with an icy, undeniable truth. It was my father's annual Christmas gala. 200 of society's elite, glittering under crystal chandeliers, and my father didn't even bother to lower his voice. Do we really have to stand next to a homeless-looking woman from New York? He sneered, his smile too wide, too loud. My blood ran cold. Then, my brother Daniel leaned in, his voice sharp and urgent, a razor-sharp jab. Anna, don't embarrass me. These people are above you. I just stood there, frozen. My borrowed heels, my plain black coat. Every eye in that opulent ballroom found me, then slid away with that practiced, dismissive glance of people who instinctively know which bodies belong and which don't. No one defended me. No one ever had. To them, I was just the daughter who had vanished and failed in silence. The laughter that followed my father's comment was a scattered, nervous sound, like a tremor in the room. I saw a woman near the champagne table press her lips together, not in sympathy, but in the quiet satisfaction of witnessing someone else's disgrace. A man I didn't recognize nudged his companion, whispered something, and they both turned away with synchronized ease. I simply didn't warrant further attention. My father smoothed his tie, that familiar gesture he made when trying to appear composed. He didn't apologize. He just pivoted toward a couple near the bar, already launching into some story about his latest business venture. Acting as if calling his own daughter unattached in front of 200 people was just a witty prelude to the evening. My stepmother, Margaret, stood 3 feet away, her smile fixed and fragile. She made no move toward me. Margaret had perfected the art of being present without being involved. She could stand beside a disaster and somehow convince everyone she'd been looking the other way. Her fingers adjusted her bracelet, a small, deliberate motion that communicated to anyone watching that she, too, had noticed the stain I represented and had chosen to remain untouched by it. Daniel caught my eye from across the room. My brother. He gave me a look that wasn't sympathetic at all. It was a clear, cold warning. Asterisk, stay small. Stay quiet. Don't make the situation any worse. Asterisk, I'd seen that look before. At my graduation, when I tried to introduce college friends. At every single moment when I dared to exist as something other than a shadow in the background of their carefully curated life. The ballroom was stunning, you know? My father had rented the Grand Hall of the Hartford Club, a space steeped in old money and older traditions. Crystal chandeliers scattered light across walls lined with oil paintings of long-dead founders. The Christmas tree stood 15 feet tall, decorated with ornaments that cost more than my first monthly rent. Everyone here was someone. And now here I was, his greatest embarrassment, standing in the middle of his triumph like a flaw that wouldn't erase. I remember the exact moment I decided not to leave. That's what the old Anna would have done. Full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.